Hello, this is Catherine from Accelerated Reader. Today I will be reading Poppy Detective, Eggs But No Eggs, a book by Aunt Cherry, illustrated by Kseniya Shagieva. Before I begin reading, I would like to give a big thanks to the author for sending me this book to read on my channel. In the description below, I have included links where you may find and purchase this book, as well as other books by Aunt Cherry. Don't forget to like and subscribe. For our little detective, Anya. It's 10 a.m. Detective Poppy Parrot is gazing at her trophy. She is cozy and tad bit lazy. All of a sudden, she heard Mr. Rooster shrieking on her treehouse ceiling. "Poppy! Poppy! I need your help to solve a new kind of stealing." Detective Poppy exclaimed, "Good heavens, Mr. Rooster, you look so pale and blue. Come inside and let's chat while we sip some vegetable stew." Mr. Rooster settled down on Poppy's couch and said, "Mrs. Hen and I are unable to follow. Out of our dozen eggs, half are hollow. Help us with this mystery of hollow eggs. What kind of stealing is this? Eggs, but no eggs." Mr. Rooster elaborated further. "Look, Detective Poppy, this one seems full, so I won't bother. But this one is empty and light as a feather." Poppy examined the eggs carefully and agreed. "That's really super strange. You're right indeed. But don't you worry now, my friend. I'll swiftly find an answer. Certainly, your misery will end. Now let us hurry and hail a cab to investigate this egg. Let's go to my lab." Poppy reached her laboratory in a few minutes to refer case-related archives for helpful tips. Research suggested Poppy to use a microscope to look deeper and analyze every feature. Aha! She soon sighted a pointer, quite important to convey to Mr. Rooster, so it brightens up his day. Poppy explained, "Can you see, Mr. Rooster? There's been a crime. Someone has extracted the yolk and egg white out and left the shell behind. Cleverly, the culprit has pricked a really tiny hole. But please note, no bird's beak or an animal's teeth can do this on its own. Hence, I conclude the culprit has used a syringe to make a hole this fine. But to find him, we should go and visit the chemist on the roadside." Poppy arrived at the chemist's shop and told Mrs. Cat about her culprit chase. She showed the egg to her and inquired further about this odd case. "Tell me, Mrs. Cat, who all bought a syringe last week? Was it someone bold, shy, sneaky, or meek?" Mrs. Cat mulled over and replied, "First came Mr. Elephant, who was very sick and tight. Apparently he ate a ton of junk on his flight. Then came Mr. Beaver, who contracted itchy rashes. That's because he brushed his teeth with ashes. And finally arrived Mr. Rat, who looked all fine. He told me he is buying one to cook something divine." Poppy proclaimed, "Guess we may have found the right fellow then. Come, Mr. Rooster, let's meet Mr. Rat and see if he is the one behind this wicked plan." Poppy knew exactly where to find Mr. Rat so sly. He lived in a hole in an old shipwreck nearby. Poppy reached the rat hole, and yes, she was right. Mr. Rat was frying some eggs with delight. "Oh, Mr. Rat, don't you dare try to flee. Tell us, Aren't you the one behind this wicked stealing spree? Yes, it's me. I am guilty, I confess. Hiding from everyone here has caused me so much stress. Mrs. Hen would have known if a full egg went missing, but stealing this way would have left them guessing. However, this clever trick taught me a great lesson indeed. I'll never steal again. It's a promise I'll heed. Mr. Rooster was pleased to have the eggs, but no eggs. Case resolved. He thanked Poppy Parrot for being so involved. I am Poppy Parrot. I am the best. You give me a case, and I will put it to rest. Dabbed Poppy. The end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for listening. In the description below, I have included links where you may find and purchase this book as well as others written by Aunt Cherry.